I'm in red form, in a red state, such a red case on a red song. In a shared space with my shareholders, cause we share a bond. Spiritual healthcare, that's real self-care, you won't care for.
I got my Mets hat on to the back. Y'all already know where we going with the stats.
Any artist that's talking garbage and try to curse us, y'all follow a wave and do whatever's current. I follow his ways, I know my turn is coming.
Welcome to New York Giants Full Access. Add it to the cart and we got you. And that's it, man. Go purchase Big Pat Sports Talk merch and support the family, man. And welcome to Big Pat Sports Talk. Thank you for your support. What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk. And today's subject is going to be one of Daniel Jones has been under the most pressure since his rookie season. And I think one of the only ways that's going to stop, first and foremost, the offensive line has to get better. We have to get better players. And they have to be more willing to block. But the thing I want to talk about is leadership. And Daniel Jones, you're going to have to speak up for yourself. Reason why is because no one else on this team is going to speak up for you. I'm not talking about the coaches. I'm just talking about the team in general, the players on the field in general. You're going to have to speak up for yourself like you spoke up for yourself with the receivers when they continue to drop the ball. And you said, catch the effing ball. You're going to have to tell these offensive linemen to effing block. Because no one else on this team is going to take that burden or responsibility, whatever you want to call it, to speak up for you. And say, this offensive line, you guys, this blocking that you're doing is absolutely ridiculous. And it's uncalled for. No one's going to step up and say that for you, Daniel Jones. And you're going to have to step up and say that for yourself. Because if not, you're going to continue to get hit. And you're going to continue to get up and just walk to the sidelines to come back out again and get hit some more. Nobody's going to tell Shane Lemieux or Ben Bredesen to stop being a turnstile at left guard and getting you hit. Nobody's going to tell Glowinski or McKeithen or whoever's at right guard to step up and stop getting you hit. No one is going to tell Evan Neal, you got to step up and stop getting your quarterback hit. You don't have anybody on your team that's going to step up for you and talk for you based on what I've seen in this team the years that you've been here. If you want to go back in history, when Phil Simms was going through his thing, he had leadership on that defense like a Lawrence Taylor, like a Carl Banks, like a Harry Carson, to step up and say, hey, look, we got to get ourselves together. And everybody on that offense, you do whatever you have to do to get Phil Simms to lead us to a victory. We'll handle ours, but you guys better do your part. Because you knew that if Lawrence Taylor spoke in that locker room, you better listen or you're liable to get slapped. And there's not too many people in that locker room who would have went against Lawrence Taylor. Some probably would have did it and probably would have lost because Lawrence Taylor was a different animal. The only one that was talked to Lawrence Taylor was Harry Carson. He's the one that kept Lawrence Taylor in check. Carl Banks, self-motivator, got people hyped. He had those guys. Phil Simms had the luxury of having those guys that would have his back and that would get the team hyped up and get the team rolling to where they needed to get to in order to win games and stop feeling sorry for themselves. He had those type of people. with a good head coach in Bill Parcells, but the head coach can only do so much. He can't get out there and make the players play. He could put them in the best position to make plays, but they have to make the plays themselves. You got to go out there and do something for your team. And there's nobody on this team that's going to speak up. Secondly, we could talk about Eli Manning. He had Brandon Jacobs on offense to set the tone for the team, to get the team hyped up. He had a Victor Cruz that will get people hyped up and will call out, hey, let's get it together. We ain't doing right. Let's get out there and get it together. Let's block and let's run the ball or pass the ball and let's go get this victory. He had other guys on the defense, Justin Tuck, O.C.U. Manura, Michael Strahan, Artrell Rowe, Deion Grant, Sam Madison at one point, Antonio Pierce, Michael Boley, that will step up and say, hey, look, we are playing like garbage. This is not Giants football. Y'all better step y'all game up and let's take some pride out here and let's go and win this game and let's play with some damn pride. We don't back down from anybody. Pick your head up. Yeah, you missed a play, but let's go back out there and show them who we are, and we ain't going to miss this next play. We don't have any players like that on the field. As good as Saquon Barkley is, when things are going bad, he's not getting people together. He's not pulling people in saying, hey, look, we got to get this together and we got to go out there and fight. He's not doing that for the offense. Darren Waller's not doing that for the offense because that's not in their nature. And that's one of the main issues with this team. Somebody has to step up. Somebody has to get in somebody's face. Somebody literally is going to have to call somebody out on their bullshit. And if it's anybody, it's going to have to be Daniel Jones. It's going to have to be Daniel Jones. Because when you look at this team, who has the clout to do it? The only other person that has the clout to do it is Dexter Lawrence. Maybe Dexter Lawrence needs to pull some people to the side and say, get your head out of your ass and let's go out here and play. He has the clout to do it. Andrew Thomas is very soft-spoken. He's not going to do it, even though he has the clout. That's just not in his nature. But Dex, he's a little bit more outgoing, and he said some. He can say some things. But Daniel Jones, you're the leader, and you're going to have to start calling some people out. You're going to have to start pointing out your offensive linemen looking like turnstiles out there getting you hit. You're going to have to start calling out some people, tipping passes up in the air, causing you to get interceptions. You're going to have to speak up for yourself because nobody else is going to do it on this team. For one, we don't have the players with the clout. Xavier McKinney, is he going to do it? No, he doesn't have the clout. He lost that when he went and got injured himself in an ATV accident, and now he's coming back, and it's like he's listening to Rod Wave all the time. He looks sad all the damn time. I don't know what's going on with him. Bobby O just came. McFadden's just a second-year guy. Isaiah Simmons just came in a trade. Leo, he's lost a lot of clout. Hell, most people didn't even want Leo here from the very beginning. Kayvon Thibodeau, he's not allowed to do it because everybody feels that he's a bust and he's not putting up forth effort. And you can't really blame him too much because he's not putting up the most effort that he can, but you got to do it. But he can't do it. Ojulari can't do it. He's on the sidelines. Banks and Trey Hawkins are rookies. They're not going to be able to do it. Adoree Jackson, you showing that you're the weakest link so far in the DB room. He can't do it. None of the offensive line can do it because they're the problem. Barkley's hurt again. He can't do it. So it's going to be you, Daniel Jones. If you want to get rid of that over there. Look at that. Every year is just climbing. Every year. Pressure percentage. You're going to have to speak up for yourself. You're going to have to take a more of a leadership role, and you're going to have to be more of a voice. Because unlike you, like your predecessors of Phil Simms, and you don't have anybody on the other side on the defense that can help you as far as getting the troops rallied up and riled up and ready to play and ready to go all out like your predecessors, Eli Manning and Phil Simms. It's not a Lawrence Taylor out there to help you. It's not a Harry Carson. It's not a Carl Banks. It's not a Leonard Marshall. It's not a Justin Tuck. It's not a O.C. York. It's not a Michael Boley. It's not a Antonio Pierce. It's not a Michael Strahan. You're going to have to take it upon yourself to do it. And do it another way. So that's the only way I can see this is being fixed partially, is by Daniel Jones doing the dirty work and doing it himself and holding people accountable and lighting a fire under somebody, because you're the only one that's probably going to have a voice, because nobody else is going to step up and do it, bro. And nobody really else has the clout to do it as well. So you're going to have to speak up for yourself, bro. I know it's going to be a hard thing to do because it might not be in your nature. But hey, it's a job and somebody got to do it, and that somebody's going to have to be you, bro. So I don't know what to say, but in order to change that, 47% pressure, you're going to have to start applying pressure yourself, Daniel Jones. That's my analysis. Thank you guys for watching. This has been New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk. Giants news and rumors. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that big blue join button and join the big blue crew and talk your talk with Big Pat Sports Talk. And until the next episode of New York Giants Full Access, you know what it is, man. Peace.